So Tia, what will you be offering our participants at Water and Wellbeing this time?
So, what I am designing are two experiences. One is grounded in a meditation known as Yoga Nidra, which I can share a little bit more about what that is. And then the other practice is a movement practice known as embodied yin. And so I see these really fitting well with the intention of the workshop because they both help us to explore areas of resistance where we need support and where we're being invited to let go. And I know when we're talking about our relationship with water, it also provides all of those things for us. Like where do we feel like we're sinking? Where do we feel like we are being supported?
Yeah.
And is there anything that we need to let go of? So just a really brief kind of summary of what Yoga Nidra is, the meditation. It's a completely guided meditation, and it's designed to bring our body to a state of rest and to a place consciously where we remain alert. So the best way to relate to it is probably if you have had those moments where you're just about to fall asleep, but you're still kind of awake. This is what this meditation, it brings us to this state, right? And in that state, we can actually feel for how what's the best way to describe this? So it also includes this dancing with like pairs of opposites. So what does it feel like to resist? What does it feel like to accept? This is something that we can explore in this space. And it's really fertile ground for kind of clearing up any unconscious programming or beliefs that we may be holding or unaware of, and moving us into a state of receptivity and creativity. So planting seeds to imagine new things. So that's a summary of Yoga Nidra. It's one of my favorite things. And it's also, a lot of times when we hear the word yoga, we think about the different postures and asanas is what they're called. This one is great because you're just resting. You're lying on your back. It's the final pose of a yoga practice. So there's no requirement to have any previous experience. Like we all know how to lay down. That's all you have to know. So that's Yoga Nidra. And then Yin does involve some movement. However, the movement is slow, it's intentional, and it's really about sensing into where do I feel supported in my body and where do I need more support in my body? And then moving into a state of being able to really let the body lead. A lot of times we live within our head and our mind just kind of dictates where the body will go and what it will do. This is a way to really sense into what is the body also communicating to us? What is the body saying to us? So I see this being a great practice to integrate into this type of retreat where people are beginning to learn how to swim. Because I know for me, when I was learning how to swim, there's a lot of like feeling like I'm not going to be supported, feeling like I'm going to sink. And so what would it be like to experience that support and to listen to our body, both inside and outside of bodies of water?
That is beautiful. Yes, and you're right. I see it a lot when I'm teaching swimming in that somebody's mind and body are not on the same page, right? It's like our body actually wants to go on top of the water. And sometimes it's our minds, right? That's like, no. I'm not ready for that. So that's one of the reasons I'm so excited to have you is because we need to integrate and to explore that topic of what would happen if we released that control.
Yes.
And experiment with trusting, of course, in a safe environment, right? So thank you for sharing that.